Yeah, so I said to that Glenn Gilberty guy, I said, see, if you don't keep your nose literally out of my business, I'm going to have to do something about it. Me and Conan are friends. You're jealous. Get over. Oh, wait, sorry, we're recording. Uh, I'd like to welcome back to the.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Is it even possible for Glenn Gilberty to keep his nose out of anything? The size of that thing, bro. If he's in the same room as you, that nose is right up in your face, man.
Uh, Glenn Gilberty's nose is bigger than an ACDC promotional campaign. I don't think that he's ever, not to be vulgar, but had oral sex with a woman because she would be dead.
Oh yeah, no, he'd kill her. He there's no doubt about it. He'd kill her.
But I would never want to disparage his good name. But if anyone listening out there, he said that all you AEW marks are scumbag cunts, and that's not me taken out of context.
Unbelievable.
But,
Unbelievable.
but of course, as you may recognise the French accent, the guest we have today, the lovely European, the brilliant Vince Russo. Vince, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you? Long time, man.
I've never been better. Me and Conan get along so well that I now call him Bronan.
That's good, man. That's good.
And did you know we've adopted him over in Ireland and he's changed his surname?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, his surname is now O'Brien.
Bronan O'Brien, baby. Very nice. Very nice.
But what the brilliant Vince here to fuck's sake, what the brilliant Vince is here today to do is we're going to do one of my infamous music debates. And because Conan said he wanted to do this with Vince, I said no. I'm going to pester him and call in a favor. But because I'm a mark, I've got to pester poor Vince for three wrestling questions, and then that's it. And then we're straight on to the Rock and the Roll. Is that okay?
Man, bro, I didn't even think of that. I'm going to have so much heat now with Bronan doing this with you first before him. Oy vey. Oy vey, bro.
Well, we could no sell it.
He's bro, do you think those guys don't find out everything? That's what they do. That's what they do for a living, bro. They find shit out.
Well, speaking of finding shit out, I've got a gossipy wrestling question that I'd love to know, and this is from back in the 90s. While my accent may give it away, or may or may not give it away, I'm white. But the one of the factions I loved growing up watching wrestling was the Nation of Domination. Mm-hmm. So I've always wondered, Vince, because you were writing around that time, what was the original plans / goals with the Nation, and what was ever in the works that didn't happen?
Well, you know, bro, it's funny because I was not writing when that group started. Remember, bro, the originally part of that group was PG-13. Remember Wolfie D and, gosh, I can't remember the other dude's name, man. I'm so sorry. But I was not writing. I was not writing when that group was put together. I came in later when it went through some of the changes. And, you know, bro, I loved all those guys in the group. I mean, they were terrific. But, you know, that's what really broke Rock out, you know, putting him in that group. And when he started to upstage, you know, Farouk, Ron Simmons, man, that was just some great entertainment. And Ron, man, was every bit as good as The Rock. And the two of them playing off each other. And I think during that time, Ron Simmons was really taking, you know, The Rock under his wing and teaching him a lot. And, man, that was a really, really good time for the Nation. Then you had the friendship between D'Lo and Mark Henry. Man, a lot of good things really came out of that.
Yeah, I just think that it's such a shame that The Rock really went on to do nothing since he left the Nation.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I heard he's trying to get some part-time work off Big Nose Gilberty. But yeah, but with the Nation, I think that like one of the genuine shames with The Rock being so big is that when regards to the Hall of Fame and all that sort of shit, they'll never go in until about 5 years after The Rock finally goes in. and they deserve it. But was there ever
I
like,
agree with you. I definitely agree with you, man. Big time. Big time.
was there ever any sort of like I've always wondered when Owen Hart joined, was that to sort of throw off the whole, oh, this is a race-based storyline?
Yeah, probably, bro. Like, we always used to have to do stuff like that. I mean, there were even snowflakes back then. So yeah, bro, that was probably the point of doing it. Yeah. Yeah, there were snowflakes back then, bro. People don't realize they existed back then, bro. I mean, listen, let's face it, bro. The snowflakes killed Goldust. That they didn't understand the character, and of course it was, oh, yeah, he's homophobic. No, bro, he wasn't homophobic. He was playing on the homophobic fears of others. It was an act. He was an actor. That's what he was doing. But people didn't want to understand that. They wanted to say he was homophobic, this, that, and the other thing. And the next thing you know, bro, we wind up killing the character.
You know what I call those kind of snowflakes?
What?
Broflakes.
Bro, they ain't my bros. I'll tell you that right now, bro. Those snowflakes ain't my bros.
Well, second wrestling question, just to keep these mocks paying attention. I love listening to the 83 Weeks podcast, the Bischoff and Conrad one. But I've heard from a lot of shoots from even Bruce Pritchard has said so, Bischoff, Triple H. I think you maybe commented on in the past that Bill Goldberg was infamously quite difficult to work with backstage, and that he took himself way dangerously too seriously. He's basically like Steven Seagal. So I would wonder that if you, Vince, was Goldberg difficult behind the scenes, and do you have any gossipy, clickbaity stories?
Oh yeah, bro. I swear, man. It's like, and listen, man. I don't have any ill will towards Goldberg whatsoever. No ill will. I even when he had his last run in the WWE, I was putting the guy over huge. I thought he did a great job. I thought he looked great. There's no ill will. You asked me, do I have any stories? Yeah, I got a great story I could tell, but it literally took place. I'll never forget, bro, when I was the head writer, and that's all I was, bro. I was the head writer. I wasn't running WCW. I wasn't the guy in charge. I had nothing to do with contracts. I didn't know what people were making. That was not my thing. But when I was the head writer, we came to a point where, I needed Goldberg to put over Scott Steiner, okay? So, bro, I'll never forget, man, Goldberg, was not happy with that. He didn't want to put over Scott, and he basically said to me, he goes, man, if this shit were real, that would never happen. I would beat Scott Steiner. And, bro, I just remember looking at him and saying, well, bro, Scott's right over there. Why don't you go tell him that and see what he says? Because, bro, I'm not, listen, man, I don't know who would win that fight. They're both really tough dudes. But I could tell you this, Goldberg would have to kill Scott Steiner to beat him. So, bro, he didn't want to do the job, okay? Bro, that led to we had to fly him and his agent out to Atlanta. So Brad Siegel, bro, Brad Siegel was the guy that ran TBS and TNT, really had nothing to do with wrestling, but Brad Siegel had to tell Bill Goldberg in front of his agent, bro, Scott Steiner is beating you. We have a contract with you. That contract means you do what we say. That's what we're paying you for. Okay? So when we left that meeting in Atlanta, Goldberg went back to, wherever he was. And, it was settled that he was going to do the job. Okay? Well, of course, bro, we get to the pay-per-view. And, we're getting ready for the show and whatnot. And Johnny Ace comes up to me and his face is white as a ghost. And he goes to me, he goes, Vince, you got to go in there and talk to Goldberg. He says he's not doing the job. Now, bro, you gotta understand. I think this was all settled. Like, we came out to Atlanta. This is all settled, bro. You see, it's reasons like this where these dirt sheet marks like don't have an effing clue, bro. Can you imagine if like a Wade Keller or a Dave Meltzer had to go in a room alone with an irate Bill Goldberg? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Dave Scherer and Chris Johnson going in a room? So, bro, I go in a room and I shut the door behind me. It's just the two of us. Bro, I swear to you, I sit down and I'm like, Bill, what's the problem? Bro, he's red in the face, huffing and puffing. Okay? He pulls up a chair and, bro, he is this far from my face, rocking back and forth, huffing and puffing. Now again, put Dave Meltzer in that spot. Then he wonders why I say, bro, unless you've been there, you don't have an effing clue. So, bro, like at that point, listen, I'm a smart guy, and like, bro, the guy's not going to hit me. Like, come on, man. If he hits me, he's fired from WCW. He loses his contract. There's lawsuits. There's assault. Bill Goldberg isn't a stupid guy. He's not going to hit me, but I know what he's doing is he's trying to intimidate me. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, bro, he's so close to my face, and he's rocking back and forth like this, and he's huffing and puffing. And, bro, I just said, man, and it like just kind of came to me, and I said it. I said, Bill, if you're going to hit me, I said, go ahead and hit me. I said, but you're not going to intimidate me. I said, so if you're going to hit me, go ahead and do it. And, bro, like as soon as I said that, he backed off. And he was like, no, I'm not going to hit you, because I think at that point he was worried about me saying he was threatening me. It wasn't, and I was never going to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, eventually, bro, whatever the finish was, whether we had to compromise the finish or whatever, he agreed to do the job. And I remember, man, it was the same thing when, after that streak and he beat everybody, me and Eric wanted to make the guy heel. Like, what else, bro, what else is there to do with somebody after he's won 500 matches in a row? And I remember, like, Goldberg did not want to be a heel. He fought us every step of the way. And, bro, I remember, like, at around the same time that movie came out, like that Santa Claus movie or whatever, when he was a heel. And I remember saying to him, I'm like, Bill, like, this is a television show. Bro, you've done these movies where you've been a heel. I don't understand the difference. And he said to me, bro, he goes, because on the television show, we use my real name. And, kids are really going to believe that's the way I am and yada, yada, yada. And I knew right then and there, bro, turning the guy heel was never going to work. Bro, if a wrestler doesn't want something to work, it's not going to work. And that's why, when we tried to turn him heel, it shit the bed. He was never into it. But, yeah, bro, he was a guy, man, that really, really believed all his own hype.
And not only would Wade Keller not get in the face of Bill Goldberg, I don't think he'd get in the face of Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, bro, it was like, yeah, I mean, shit like that happens, man. That's what those guys don't understand. They think my job was so easy. And, man, they have no idea, man.
And on to the third and final wrestling-related question. This is AEW related. And, oh, look, I just get a DM from Disco Inferno, which I'll read out loud. I hope this doesn't get clipped and sent out there. Hey, Hughezy, I just thought I'd mention again that I hate AEW and all their marks. I hope that they don't tweet me at the Disco Master GG on Twitter and Instagram to make fun of my nose. P.S. I really do hate all AEW marks, and especially the women who work there. So anyway, I just hope the mic didn't pick that up.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, you can edit that out later, bro. You can edit that out, man.
I would never clickbait that on YouTube at all. But in regards to AEW, which I have to admit I don't watch, and I've never watched any of it. I just like to rile them up, the marks, because they're all fat idiots. But pretty recently, you've sort of said that you could help Cody Rhodes in a way, and he was pretty disrespectful in shutting you down. And it's like, hey, stupid mouth, fucking Vince kind of knows what he's talking about. So for you, what was it like when you seen that tweet from this dumb, shrunken Ivan
Bro,
Drago guy?
it was really unbelievable, like just unbelievable, bro. Like, listen, I'm a big I'm a big, when it comes to radio, satellite radio, I'm a big Stern mark. Bro, when it comes to podcasting, I love Joe Rogan. And I'm like, bro, like, I can't even imagine if Joe Rogan heard my show and tweeted me and said, hey, man, hey, Vince, I listened to your show. I kind of like it. I think I could give you a lot, some pointers. I don't want anything from you. I just think I could help you. Are you interested? And me kind of like telling Joe Rogan, no, Joe, it's okay. I got it. I don't need you. Like, bro, honestly, it's asinine. It's like, I made it clear, bro, I don't want an effing job. I don't, the days of me leaving my house and going on the road and being in the thick of wrestling politics and bullshit is over. I am not interested in that. I'm watching your show. I've watched your show every week. There are basic things I can tell you that will help you immediately, bro. I worked with your dad. I worked with your brother. Bro, I'm just trying to do the right thing. Like, I'm offering you free advice. And bro, it's like, when he didn't, accept it, I was, at that point, I'm like, you know what, bro, then, go out there, do it the way you're doing it, bro. And, I tried to do the right thing. I tried to help you. You're not interested. You're not interested. But I mean, I just think it was asinine, bro.
Yeah, I think they're kind of dumb. It's kind of like with I don't know if you're a fan of Def Leppard.
I'm not a fan, but I'm familiar, of course.
I'm gonna edit that out. Vince Russo's a big Def Leppard mark. Well, they've been sorry, did I say Def Leppard? I meant to say Aerosmith. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
But Aerosmith went on this like continuous tour of America from like 2001 up until 2006, and the venues were getting smaller every year because they weren't changing it up, because what they were doing wasn't working. And this is what's happening with AEW. Like, I'm a Jericho mark, but I'm not tuning in to see a guy with hair plugs and tits wrestling some dwarf looking guy. like Marco Stunt isn't even as big as Glenn Gilbert's nose.
Well, bro, you got to understand too. Like, I wasn't even talking about like creative. I'm just talking about the basic fundamentals of formatting a television show. Like just structure of how to write a television show, what goes where, hooks going into commercials, a cliffhanger at the end of the show. I mean, I'm literally like just structure. I mean, my God, bro, I wrote thousands and thousands and thousands of television shows. So it's not, forget about the creative and everything else like that. I mean, you guys, you're structuring the show incorrectly. But like I said, bro, I offered my help. He didn't want my help. No problem. Continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and what Cody Rhodes needs to remember is that Vince booked this pay-per-view back in '98, Survivor Series, to put this sort of new, younger guy over, and it kind of worked out. And that was The Rock. And it thankfully was so successful that we got Baywatch the movie.
Very nice, bro. Very nice.
But that is the end of the wrestling talk. All you marks can go take a run and jump into Sapphires and watch Disco secretly slip cocaine to the dancers. But now it's time for two men. We're going to talk about the music. So, Vince, what's your size of Journey fandom?
Oh, huge, bro, huge. Absolutely huge.
See, this is why I was looking forward to doing this with someone like you, because I'm a very, very casual Journey fan, but I'm always willing to hear about new songs so that I can illegally download them and not give any money to the band at all. So what I tend to do with these top fives, and I'm sure you're a huge It's Hughezy Hello listener, and you can't get enough, and you want to ask me all the behind the scenes trivia, but we'll get to that, Vince. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Disco's on it once, and I set him up. But so what we do with these top fives is we actually had this guy on, Will Russo, before. Do you know him?
Yes, he loved you, bro. He put you over huge to me.
Well, Will was on, and he did Joy Division.
Oh yeah, he's a you. Are you a big Joy Division, Mark?
Huge.
Yeah, he's huge. He loves Joy Division, man.
And I'm actually recording with Will either tomorrow or Friday. I'll have to check my DMs, but I can't read. But today, so what we do, Vince, is will you say what your top five is? You talk about why you like it, then I'll say what my five is, and then you do your four. It's a really adventurous, inventive thing that I came up with.
Okay, that sounds good to me, man.
So number five, Vince, what's your top five Journey song of all time?
Bro, I believe it or not, it's number 5, and there are probably other songs I like more, but like you can't omit it from the top 5. So it was almost like I had to put it in the top 5, even though there are other songs I could have put in. But for number 5, bro, I have Don't Stop Believing.
That's exactly what I've got at number 5.
There you go.
Too, because the thing about the song is it's just played out as possible and it's overexposed, but the thing is it's overexposed for a reason. I'm just ashamed. I think it's just a shame that the Sopranos put it a dirty taste in our mouths because of that awful finish.
Yeah.
In fact, Cody Rhodes, why don't you get David Chase a call? He can help you do better TV. Well, not really, but you know.
Yeah, you got to put it. You got to put it on the list, bro. I agree with you, but obviously over the years it's become an anthem. You can't, like, you got to put it on there, man.
And thankfully, the song, no matter how many times you hear it, we always learn to know Meadow Soprano knows how to park a car.
That's true, man. Absolutely.
What did you get in there at number 4?
Bro, number 4, I have a it's a bit older. It's kind, like, bro, Journey came into their own, really with the Escape album. I mean that that was really the Steve Perry era when they went mainstream and they went pop. But obviously they had some good songs prior to Escape, and one of them is my favorite, number 4. They usually do this, bro, like. They usually do it like off the top in concert. They usually play this song about second or third to get the people going. Wheel in the Sky, bro.
See, this is why I wanted to do this. Never heard that in my life.
Oh, bro, you'd love it. You'd love it. You'd love Wheel in the Sky, bro.
Do you think Steve Perry will ever come back to the band?
No, those days are over, bro. Those days are long gone. Yeah, I was just thrilled to death, bro. He finally decided to record again. He came out with a solo album about a year and a half ago, bro. He just came out with some Christmas stuff that you can only get through his website, and he autographed it for you, bro. So I just got that for Christmas. He came out with a couple of 45s with some Christmas songs, but I doubt seriously ever seen with Journey again.
See, that's the thing, because I was debating this the other day with someone, and of course I won because I'm always right, is that there's no big reunions left really apart from Oasis, and the only other band we could think of was Journey. So if Steve Perry came back, that they could get a lot of Keep Them 100 Patreon exclusives with that money.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of other reunions left, bro.
Not in my obnoxious opinion.
What about I would love to see, and I don't think it's going to happen either because there's very, very bad blood. I would love to see Dennis DeYoung play with Styx again.
See, I've had a problem with him ever since I seen him doing a live performance, and he wore this like black and white striped T-shirt, and he tried to spin on the spot like Prince, and his shoelace was open, and you think, No, you're an idiot. You don't do that. That's what Prince does. But Styx, of course, had that. What's that? What's that video?
Which one?
The one where they're in a band. Da-da-da-da-da.
Too much time on my hands?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen that video, I thought, job is bro.
Yeah. The other one, too, that I would love to see, but his voice is shot like they can never do. Like Dennis DeYoung can still sing. The other one that I would love to see is I was a big Foreigner fan. You know, Lou Gramm was the lead singer, but his voice is shot. I mean, that would be ugly.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that is a shame. But the Foreigner, I would pop for.
Yeah.
But speaking of pops, at number 4, this is another kind of overplayed hit, but I still love it. Any Way You Want It.
Anyway, you want a great song, great song. That's what they usually close every concert with. Lovin', Touchin', and then Any Way You Want It. That's usually the closer, bro. Yeah, great song.
And if you can think about this song without Rodney Dangerfield doing high kicks, going, "Hey, we're all gonna get laid," then I just don't see it, you know.
Very good, bro. That was nice. Very good.
I get the. Oh, you know, I was speaking to my son the other day, and he says, "I said, son, one day you'll have kids of your own." And he goes, "Yeah, so will you." And I was like, "Whoo, I got no respect, you son of a bitch."
That's great.
What have you got in there at number 3?
Okay, number 3. Now I'm really going to get into newer Journey. You know, the last couple of albums. This was off of. I'm almost positive this was off of Escape as well. Stone in Love.
Oh yeah,
great song. Great song.
See, because I've been starting to get more into Journey from the songs that Conan plays on Keeping It 100.
Right.
So I finally got. I think I've literally only got 6 songs, and that's the 6th song that I have. And yes, I would be totally with you on that one. Speaking of In Love, what do you think about that Mandy Rose?
With the Otis?
No, just her in general.
Oh, if I'm in love with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, hey, bro, there are a lot of very, 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 very attractive, beautiful women in the WWE. I just don't think they use a lot of them the right way.
See, for me, I still think that the best ever in the history of wrestling was Sunny in '96, and then she started getting into what looked like beer a little too much. She started gaining a bit of fat legs.
Yeah.
But
you said that, not me, bro. I don't want to feel the wrath of Sunny. I've dealt with the wrath of Sunny too, bro.
Oh, well, she can't get us from where she's in right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's probably get shaved.
Bro, I messed up with my order here, bro. I got to make some corrections. Hold on. I actually had Don't Stop Believin' 5. That was right. I actually had Stone in Love 4. I actually had Stone in Love 4. So what are we up to now?
3.
Okay, I got to go back. Okay, so, bro, I actually had Don't Stop Believin' 5, Stone in Love 4. What do you have 3?
You said Wheel in the Sky.
No, Wheel in the Sky is actually number 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Number 3. My number 3, bro. Sorry, I'm out of order here. My number 3 is Separate Ways.
Separate Ways?
Yeah.
I don't know that one either.
Yeah, you know. I think you'd know it if you heard it, bro.
It's probably been used in well, if it's not been used in a Vin Diesel film, then I haven't heard it.
Bro, I got to tell you, I want you to look this up because you will get the biggest kick out of this. Separate Ways is very, very popular, bro, because there was an MTV video for it at the time. And you, bro, go to YouTube, look this up, Journey Separate Ways. And, bro, they're all playing air instruments. And it's like, it's been dubbed the cheesiest video of all time, bro. All time. And it's awesome. It's so bad, it's awesome, bro.
Yeah, NXS have a really bad habit of that where they will they'll do air drumming in videos, and it's like, but everyone else is holding real instruments. You can
everybody's airing it, bro. Air organ, air guitar, air drums. It's classic, bro.
See, the problem I have when I play air guitar, because I've quite obnoxious, I air tune it up, and then I air complain to the roadie, and I'm like, this fucking thing. Then I air throw the guitar down, air storm off the stage. Then I do air interviews where I trash the band since I've left. Then I do air drug addiction. And I get ready for the air reunion where I've cleaned up.
That's great, man. That is great.
But Steve Perry is no looker. Just well he could sing.
Yeah, yeah.
We're at what number? At number 3, I've got "Loving, Touching, Squeezing,"
Yeah,
which
that's a great song. Yeah.
kind of brings me back to Sonny back in the day. But then
Right.
Sable, I would, Lana would get it. Apart from that face, and sadly, Sonia Deville would get it too. But I think I would literally be the last person on the planet that would ever get a shot. But I don't give a fuck. It's worth the slap.
Bro, I don't know about that. You're a good-looking guy, bro. You got those, you're flashing those blue eyes at me for the last 30 minutes. I think you might have a shot with some of these women, bro.
Well, not Sonia Deville. She's a Lacibian.
Yeah, but, bro, you could turn her.
I'll let the moustache grow in a bit. We'll see. What you said number 2 was Wheel in the Sky?
Yeah, number 2 is Wheel in the Sky. So what's your 2?
Well, at number 2, I've got, and this was what happened to me after I get knocked back from Lana. Who's Crying Now?
Yeah, that's a great song. Bro, they had so many great ballads. You know, Who's Crying Now, Faithfully. I mean, so many great songs, man. Lights.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Faithfully, because if you look at the thumbnail of that music video on Journey's YouTube page, it's Steve Perry with a milk mustache, and
That's right. That's right.
Really.
Yeah, he shaves it in the video.
Well, I really hope that's a milk mustache, because if not, children should not be watching Journey videos.
Yeah, bro, but he actually shaves the bad mustache in the video.
Well, I was going to do a segue, but I can't think of anything witty to say. We have now come to the main event. You marks, the big draw of the show. Vince Russo, what is your number 1 Journey song of all time?
There's a story behind this. There's a story behind this, and this is why it'll always be my number 1. And you probably, I'm going to guess you probably never heard of the song because it was never a single. But if you're a Journey fan, you know the song. But, bro, let me set the stage for you. I was in college, bro. Okay? A group of us went to go see Journey at IU, Indiana University in Bloomington. Okay, bro? And it was one of those gimmick, you pay a price and you get your own seat. Okay? So we went with a group of people. One of the people we went with was my girlfriend at the time, my wife now. Ooh. And as soon as we got to the venue, bro, me and my buddy Beans, okay? Bro, we left everybody in the lurch because we wanted the best seat available. And they couldn't keep up. We weren't lollygagging around. Bro, they were trying to sneak alcohol in the venue. And, you know, you got to go through security, and they're going through their purse. And now there's a big deal. And me and my buddy Bean said, screw this, bro. It's every man for himself. We got to get our own seat. Okay? So, bro, we rush in the building. We get the seat, and we get a seat that there's a little bit of a wall, but it's on like the side of the stage. Okay, bro? So we're right there. We're right there on the side of the stage, first row. So, bro, we start the concert, whatever. Steve Perry breaks into this song. Bro comes to the side of the stage, puts the mic to us, and we sang this song with Steve Perry, bro. Bro, you look starstruck. You starstruck, bro?
Oh, no, this is a good story.
Bro, this was a Steve Perry, Vince Russo duet, bro. You understand? He put the mic to us. He went, put the mic to us. He went, put the mic to us, bro. I sang with Steve Perry. I'll never forget it, bro. It was probably 1981, very, very long time ago. Journey in their prime. It's the name of the album, Escape. The name of the song is Escape, and because of that, it's always been my number 1.
You ever find it weird that bands would put out songs. They would have songs on the album with the same, whatever the fuck they're called. You know, the name of the album is also a song.
Yeah.
Yet, those songs tend to vanish off. Yeah, I've never got that.
Yeah, this is one of these songs. Absolutely. Yep.
Well, I know that you're quite a fan of a bit of a smoke every once in a while, right, Vince?
Yeah, bro, you know what? I'm in Colorado now, so all that is legal. You know what I mean? And I don't like smoke. It burns my lungs, and I really don't like getting high. Like, I like to take stuff that relaxes me and puts me to sleep. So, like, I'm really more of a gummy guy.
Well, well, tonight I want you to get little bit stoned, and then I want you to sing this song, which is my number one Journey song.
Hold on, let me try to guess this. You want me to get stoned and sing this song? Gosh, bro, you already reeled off some of the top songs. If you want me to get stoned and sing this song, is it another ballad?
It is.
It's Faithfully.
It's Lights.
Lights, very nice, bro. Bro, you know what? There's a soft spot in my heart for Lights because I'm a San Francisco Giant fan. I've been to San Francisco many times. It's my favorite city in the world, bro. So there's a very, very soft spot in my heart for that song.
And this is one of these songs that even if Steve Perry did come back, I could see Lights not being on the set list because that's a vocal powerhouse, and like not even Axl Rose struggles to do some of his shit. That's a little shot at Joe Feeney out there. But yeah, I think this song is brilliant. I only heard it this year for the first time, and
really?
I've already played it 27 times.
Yeah.
I love Lights, and I love Journey, and I love doing this interview with you, Vince. Thank you so much.
Bro, hold on for a sec. I'm not ready to go yet. Bro, to me, you know, during that era when you talk about Lights and all that stuff, bro, listen, I love music. I listen to a lot of music. Bro, I've got over 2,500 albums. That's my hobby. Bro, I don't think there was ever a better singer than Steve Perry, ever. And I'm talking Frank Sinatra. Like, Steve Perry, to me, had the greatest voice I ever heard, bro. Who do you think has a better voice than Steve Perry?
I've always thought that Andy Williams was the best male singer.
Bro, don't listen. I can break into Andy Williams songs right now, bro, because I know Andy Williams. Come on, who's better than Steve Perry? Who do you think is who has a better voice than that?
From Men?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be when Conan had his rap album out.
Bro, Bronan had a rap album, bro.
Oh, I'm going to send you the link afterwards, and if you don't pass out from embarrassment, then you're way tougher than I ever thought you were.
Wait, bro, this is an absolute shoot. You're going to send me a link to Bronan's rap album.
Yes, plus TV appearances that he did where he's got his long dreadlocks hair.
Oh, no. Oh, this I got to see, bro. This I got to see. As a matter of fact, bro, this may get me to do that show with Conan as long as we could critique this song. I'm in.
Oh, right. I'm going to send you the link to your Twitter right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is something else. But I've got to say, just as we're about to wrap up, can I ask one Conan-related favor from you?
Absolutely.
Well, as people who regularly listen to this, Conan, who happens to be my best friend, despite what he says, that's all kayfabe, he refuses to do this podcast ever. And despite all the work I've done for Keeping Him 100 and all the requests, he will not do it because you're an asshole, bro. But anytime I get a guest on, I ask them to record a threat/request/threatening request to get Conan to come on this podcast. So would you mind doing that?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I will do it. Conan, listen, bro. Do my boy Hughezy's show, bro, or else I will expose this rap video to the world. Bro, I will make this the subject of every podcast I do, Conan. And you know, bro, I do like 30 podcasts a week. I will play this over and over and over and over to the point, bro, of you will be too embarrassed to come out of your own house. And if you don't want that, bro, do the damn show. That's what he would say. Do the damn thing. Do the damn show, bro.
There you go. Vince Russo, thank you so much. I can't wait to see your reaction to this music video. And have a great day.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, bro.